From Robin Hood to Tarzan, we've covered a lot of Disney classic movies, but where does Lady and the Tramp hold up amongst some of those greats? Let's find out. So The Lady and the Tramp for me is a average film. There's just nothing special about this movie, unfortunately. I think the whole premise around the movie being about romance, and I think that appeals to a good audience. However, I think that the overall feel of the movie feels pretty average. There's nothing keeping you hooked in throughout the movie, apart from the story with Lady and the Tramp getting together eventually by the end of the film. But I think the payoff isn't as good as you think it would be. So I think that the whole story arc takes a long time to get going, and in the middle of the movie where you get the iconic scene, I think that really carries the film, I'm going to be honest, because I think at the start of the film it just seems like, okay, I'm just watching a normal cartoon, you're getting introduced to the characters and everything like that, but then we're just seeing it plod on and plod on, and you know where it's going to get to, because you're not looking at a story with a villain that's so villainly outrageous or anything daft like that. You haven't really got a villain. You're just staring down at the possibility of this romance happening. So you don't have any real side quests going on. So really you're just focusing on this one story. And when that one story doesn't go as entertaining as you plan, it becomes quite a boring movie, but it does its job. So I can't hate on this film too much because it does its job and is able to show the different in classes. I think that this was a good way to illustrate that, okay, that Lady is living in a posh house, has owners that love and care for her. Even though they've got new priorities with the new baby being born, I think that they still focus on the dog's health and well-being more than what the Tramps does. He is not that cared for. He goes from owner to owner, getting food wherever he possibly can, lives on the street. And necessarily speaking, these two dogs shouldn't interact with each other nor get along with each other, but they manage to fall in love even with these differences in classes. And yeah, it just works, I suppose. The whole arc around how they met was pretty cool, because it was like Lady had gone into a world which was not familiar to her, which was a road and streets of dogs which are rough, which are lower class, and would, you know, interrupt anybody who looks a little bit different from them. And I think that was interesting, because then it was like the Tramp was then helping the Lady out by coming in and dealing with the problems. And I think they managed to sort that. And to me, I think that was the building of a relationship, which you could see from the get-go when they met, like, oh, this is going to kick on, and there weren't really any roadblocks in that. So to me, yeah, it just felt like an overall average film, and we knew the ending was coming up of those two moving into Lady's house together. That was always going to be the case. To summarise Lady and the Tramp, then, for me, this is easily 6.9 and an average film. So let me know down in the comments down below not only your ratings, but also what your thoughts are on this movie. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it terrible? Is it amazing? Let us know why. All that down those comments down below, please. Also, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you fine folks in the next one. Laters.